island-wide bus and three-wheeler strike scheduled for midnight today called off. Possible increase in prices of goods sold at cafeterias and roadside shops. Yal Devi train accident prevented by a Thambuttegama resident. Bandarawala at risk of losing paddy lands.
It's the 14th of November 2016 and this is our Primetime News Bulletin. A very good evening, I'm Shane Silva.
And I'm Bernadine Singh. A very good evening to you. All-island private bus and three-wheeler strike, which was scheduled to commence from midnight today to protest the budget proposal to increase the minimum fine for traffic violations to 2,500 rupees, has been temporarily called off.
The discussions with the minister ended successfully. The bus strike, which was scheduled to be staged by us, will be temporarily called off. This is because the minister told us that the 2,500 rupee hike was not mentioned in the budget. We are planning on conducting further discussions tomorrow after the Cabinet of Ministers is informed about our issues. Therefore, we decided to temporarily call off the trade union strike action. We have informed all our employees to engage in regular operations from tomorrow.
The current minimum fine for traffic violations, which is 20 rupees, is to be increased to 2,500 rupees as per proposal in the 2017 budget. Several factions, including private bus operators, have voiced opposition to this move. However, yesterday Finance Minister Ravi Karnanayaka noted that the government will not waver in its commitment to make Sri Lankan roads safer by instilling a greater sense of discipline and respect for traffic rules. The statement issued yesterday noted that the proposal to increase the minimum fine to 2,500 rupees would not be changed.
The All-Island Canteen Owners Association says the increase in water tariffs will impact the prices of items ranging from a cup of tea to a lunch packet.
The 30% hike in water tariffs also impacts hospitals, tourist hotels and guest houses and industries. The usage fee per unit has been increased by 42 rupees, while the monthly service charge will be increased to between 725 and 10,000 rupees. We use a lot of water. People come to use the washroom. They wash their faces, they drink plain tea and eat food here. We spend a lot of money on water. The water tariff hike will cause a major loss for us. There is a bus stop here. As soon as they disembark, people come here to use the washroom. Afterwards, they have a cup of plain tea. We spend a lot of money on the water bill. In this backdrop, the Canteen Owners Association has decided to increase the prices of several food items, including lunch packets. Many of our cafeterias have water bills that are over 20,000 rupees. Smaller cafes receive bills of about 5 to 6,000 rupees. Even this will increase by 1,000 rupees. If our bill this month is 30,000 rupees, the next month with the revision we will have to pay about 43,000 to 45,000 rupees. This causes a serious problem. We have decided to increase the price of a cup of tea by 5 rupees. The price of a cup of milk tea will be increased by 5 rupees. We will not be increasing the prices of items like hoppers and shortage. The price of items like lunch packets, fried rice and kottu will be increased by 10 rupees. A 10 rupee increase is unjust. It seems that everything is increasing in price. None of the prices are reducing. They reduce the prices of some things by 20 rupees and then impose a price hike of 50 rupees or hundreds of thousands of rupees. Many urban dwelling people have their daily meals at such places. This will impact public sector employees too. When the prices of bakery goods increase, imagine the impact on a family with 3 or 4 children. While the general public are being burdened, a privileged few are living in luxury by securing their vehicle permits and other benefits. The people have been flung from their frying pan into the fire.
JTP Leader Rukumbadisalike commented on the 2017 budget during a function in Colombo yesterday.
The price of a kilogram of sugar will be reduced by 2 rupees. They think that the people consume sugar in bulk. They could have simply said that they are ready to give a free spoon of sugar per kilogram rather than just reducing sugar by 2 rupees. They have then pledged to reduce the price of a kilogram of sprats by 5 rupees. Are sprats purchased in bulk? So which means if a kilo of sprats is purchased, 2 sprats will be given free of charge.
Anukumar Disanayake elaborated further.
This country is not governed by the cabinet. The country is governed by the economic committee. Who is in the economic committee? Charita Ratwatta. Have you seen him anywhere? Bhaskara Lingam. Have you seen him anywhere? Malik Samaravikrama, Ranil Vikramasinghe. It is the economic committee that governs the country. They allocate 599.2 million rupees to purchase 2 cars. It is approximately 300 million rupees a car. 300 million is allocated to purchase a car. 2 cars cost close to 600 million. Can these people really put a stop to wastage?
The foresight of a concerned citizen from Tambutegama prevented what could have been a disastrous railway accident today.
Vijitha Karunadasa acted immediately when he witnessed that one of the rail tracks between the Tambutegama and Senratgama railway stations was broken. The railway track was damaged. I called 119 and waited here for around 5 minutes. There was no response. Then I heard the horn of the train from the station. Then I took a red shirt and ran about 200 meters and waved at the train. Then the train stopped. As a result of his actions, the Yaldevi train plying from Jaffna to Colombo was brought to a halt in the nick of time, possibly saving the lives of hundreds of passengers on board.
He made the call to 119 from my phone, but since we got no response, he said that something needs to be done before the train crosses this location. He ran with a red t-shirt. He's a disabled person, but he ran about 200 meters.
After the line was repaired by railway workers, the Yaldevi recommenced its journey following a 1 hour and 20-minute delay. Newsfirst congratulates Karunadasa and express our pride in our fellow citizen for his act.
Have we forgotten?
Please do not take away our homes and throw us onto the streets.
Where is the relief they promised? What have they been doing for 7 years since 2008? I very clearly say to you that if they repeat this mistake, I will resign from my chief ministerial post and get onto the streets with you on this battle.
Issues surrounding Umaue came to the fore during the Gammadha program on the 6th of March 2015. The Chief Minister Hari Fernando, who attended the program, is a minister today. Yet the problems that have cropped up due to the Umaue project seem never-ending, with no solution in sight. The latest issue is concerning the farmlands of the villagers in these areas whose livelihoods are intertwined with the land they cultivate.
Don't fall into a hole is a common phrase of warning. However, for 1,500 people of the villages of Palle Perua, Madaperua and Udaperua in Bandaravela, falling into a hole is unavoidable. The cracks that run deep into fields have left not only the people's livelihood, but their lives in ruins. We are not idling. See how deep these cracks are. Who should we point the finger at? Who should we tell this to? They snatched our lives, and with it, they snatched everything away from us. Where are these farmers going to go? When we used to cultivate beans, we earned a sum of 150,000 rupees a season. Where is that money?
We started cultivating vegetables recently. You can see the cultivation which began 10 days ago. But we cannot continue to cultivate the vegetables. Who should we inform regarding this? We will not be compensated for this loss. Although they say repeatedly that compensation will be provided, nothing has been given to us so far. Cracks have appeared in the surrounding areas too. This could be a major disaster. It is because of the Umaue project. There is nothing to hide anymore. All the houses in the area are in an unstable condition and could cave in. The villagers face a serious risk. We urge you to visit the area and take a look at the destruction. Although it may seem minute at the moment, the problem deepens each day.
The people who grapple with a daily struggle for water as their wells dry up due to the Uma Oil project may soon feel the pangs of hunger as their fields too are at risk.
This
is the first time since January 2015 that we have witnessed such cave-ins taking place in Avadande Gama village. The depth of the cave-ins increases with the depth of the land.
4 projects completed under the Gama the Nation Building Initiative were vested in the people of Nochia Gama and Bibila today.
The government initiative declared open sanitary facilities at the Kusumpur Bodhimalu Vihare in Nochiagama today. The absence of sanitary facilities at the Vihare was one of the key issues which was faced by many students who arrived to obtain their education on the Dhamma as well as many devotees. The government the program was able to fulfill this requirement on a full moon Poya day. If everyone in the village thought that they couldn't do anything, then this would not have materialized. One individual thought that this could be accomplished through Sirasa and informed them, and today we are reaping the benefits. Such people are of value to the village. The people of the Ilukapatana village in Bibla were also provided access to clean drinking water through the Kamnathi initiative today. The project was sponsored by the Australia-Sri Lanka Malay Association. For several years, locals of the Kuruambe village in Hilarava, Bibila, which is home to nearly 40 families, obtain their water from a well at the edge of the village. Due to the consumption of unclean drinking water, area residents fell victim to chronic kidney diseases. The projects were funded by Padma Vijayatunga. Villagers of Sirukulandu, Bibila, which is home to around 150 families, fulfill their water requirements from the Bibila Megaharaba tank, which is located several miles away from the village. The people of the village were provided with the gift of water under the Gammatha initiative today. A.A. Karuna Ratna was the sponsor of this project.
President Maithripal Sirisena graced the Poetry Festival held at the auditorium of the Public Library in Colombo today.
An exhibition featuring the works and photographs of 250 past poets and close to 1,000 living poets was held parallel to this event. I wish to state at this instance that I will immediately commence a program to conserve and archive these great works. I will entrust this to the Cultural Ministry and allocate the necessary funds. I wish to state at this occasion that I will establish a conservatorium for the poets of this country, collating the works of great poets of the past and present, people who have gifted their knowledge, understanding, experiences and maturity for our motherland. Secondly is the issue of lodging. I will discuss this proposal with the Cultural Ministry and hope to locate a suitable plot of land and commence construction next year. Supreme Court Justice Eva Vanasundara was sworn in as the acting Chief Justice before President Maithripala Sirisena today.
The largest supermoon in 68 years is being witnessed in the night sky tonight. Provided the skies are clear where you live, you will be witnessing a full moon that is 14% larger and 30% brighter than usual. The supermoon is also lighting up devotees in the temples of Sri Lanka tonight as they observe Il Full Moon Poya Day.
A Buddha Puja was performed in the vicinity of the statue of the seated Buddha at the Sri Shakya Malaka opposite the head office of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited this afternoon. The Buddha Puja was sponsored by Kevilton Electrical Products Private Limited, a subsidiary of the Capital Maharaja Organization. Members of the staff of Kevilton Electrical Products, led by CEO Anil De Silva, participated in the Buddha Puja ceremony. El Full Moon Poya Day marks many significant events in the history of Buddhism, including the announcement of the future Buddhahood of Maitreya Bodhisattva, the first Buddhist missionary activity by 60 Arahants, the admission of the Chatila brothers to the Buddhist order, and the passing of the chief disciple Arahant Sariputta. This is also the last full moon Poya Day of the vast season or rainy season and marks the end of the Katina Pinkama at temples across the country.
The official Vap festival of the North Central Province was held on Friday in Hingurakoda. Last year, 2 official Vap festivals were held in the province, one in Bakamuna Alahara and the other in Walikanda. One would not be mistaken if they were to interpret last year's official Vap festivals as experimental festivals. This is because the plough that was used in the festival held in Alahara had both a buffalo and a dairy cow harnessed to it. The incident gained national coverage as a result of the dairy cow attempting to get onto dry land while the buffalo preferred the muddy field. Thereby it was proven in Alahara that reconciliation between dairy cows and buffalo would be a difficult task. While experimentation may lead to results in the laboratory, it may not be entirely appropriate for the fields. At this year's Vap festival, the organizers experimented with using an elephant to plough the fields. This was a historic, never-before-seen event. The North Central Provincial Council spent more than 100,000 rupees to transport the elephant from Giriulla to Hinguragoda. While there are plenty of buffalo in the environs of Hinguragoda, a similar sum of money spent on transporting the elephant was spent to transport a herd of buffalo from Galkiriagama. Given that the Provincial Council has apparently forgotten its duty to farmers as a result of the enthusiasm shown towards experimentation at Vap festivals, it is possible that if a Vap festival is held in areas including Ambagaswawa and Diasenpura in the future, farmers too may have to be brought in from outside. This is because the Ambagaswawa reservoir, which nourishes fields in the area, is on the brink of becoming a ruin. Area residents have been forced to use sandbags to plug the leak and prevent disaster. The leak sprung up during the last Maha season. The subsequent drought provided ample opportunity for the authorities to repair the leak near the sluice. At present, the situation is dire as a result of heavy rains which have caused the reservoir to fill up. As the water level rises gradually, band-aid solutions like sandbags will not withstand the pressure. With disaster looming for the people of Ambagaswawa, it is possible that the authorities at the Provincial Council continue to procrastinate as they expect their experiments at the Vap festival to revolutionize agriculture in the country. Notwithstanding that, they may be hoping to hold a new rice festival using imported rice in the future. Governor of the North Central Province, over to you.
Leader of the National Freedom Front, MP Bima Veerwansu, was once again summoned to the Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division today.
MP Bima Veerwansu was summoned to the FCID to record a statement over an ongoing investigation regarding the alleged misuse of vehicles of the Presidential Secretariat. The mastermind behind the central bank bond scam, which is the biggest scam in the country and in Asia ever to have taken place, remains at large. The former governor and the company of his son-in-law also remains at large while earning massive incomes of 10 to 12 billion rupees. Moreover, with the money that was stolen, the son-in-law is also preparing to launch a newspaper. He is also about to launch a TV station. This means that he is doing what he has to do with the money he stole. While all of these thefts remain at large without any investigation, we are being falsely summoned to this hunting ground on a daily basis, including on Poyas. This is the joke. No matter what nonsense this government says, we demand for legal action to be taken against this massive scam, starting from the Prime Minister, the former governor and his son-in-law. However, it is clear that they will not allow for that to happen.
Convening a media briefing at his Carlton residence today, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that the central bank is in the centre of a controversy owing to its bond transactions.
There are a lot of things that they hid in the previous budget. They are attempting to rob the whole central bank. This is an opportunity for them to hand over the whole of the central bank to a private company. This is not only a massive loss, this could lead the way for a massive fraud too. Sri Lanka's financial system could be seriously affected and the central bank will lose its credibility. Therefore, we consider the swift intervention of the President and the Prime Minister in stopping this as a service to the people. For the first time in 66 years, they have robbed the powers vested in the monetary board of the central bank. They have now created a platform to accept all payments through 3 private firms. Preparations are underway to facilitate transaction services via these 3 companies.